Was Terrell Owens simply a flashy player with a loud personality, or was he one of the most unstoppable forces the NFL has ever seen? With jaw-dropping stats that place him among the all-time greats and performances that defined big moments, Owens was more than just controversy and headlines. His rare mix of speed, size, and skill left defenders in the dust and fans in awe. Yet his career wasn't without its drama. Clashes, conflicts, and incredible comebacks. So how do you truly measure a player like T.O.? Stick around as we dive deep into what made Terrell Owens a legend. Born in Alexander City, Alabama, T.O. grew up in a small town raised by his mother and grandmother who taught him discipline and resilience. Football wasn't always his first love. In fact, he didn't even play the game seriously until his junior year of high school. But when he did step onto the field, something clicked. Despite not being heavily recruited, Owens' work ethic and raw talent earned him a spot at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, a school far from the bright lights of college football's elite programs. Then he proved himself with a relentless drive and hunger, quickly standing out for his athleticism and determination. He wasn't seen as a future NFL star, more of a long shot. Yet his performances caught the eyes of the San Francisco 49ers, who decided to take a chance on him in the third round of the 1996 NFL Draft. Well, Terrell Owens didn't waste much time turning heads in the NFL. In his first game, he amazed everyone. Starting as a young wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, he knew he had something to prove. With Jerry Rice, one of the greatest to ever play the game, as his teammate, Owens had a front row seat to excellence. He watched, learned, and prepared for his moment. When Rice went down with an injury in 1997, it was like a door opened, and Owens stepped through it with all the determination he had. By the 1998 season, Owens was showing flashes of greatness.
They come on the blitz. Palmer gets rid of it up the sideline. T.O. and he's going to score. Terrell.
The 1999 season? Same case. He dominated. From there, the numbers began to pile up. Touchdowns, yards, receptions. Defensive backs who lined up against him knew they were in for a long day. Owens became known for his ability to break tackles, make tough catches, and bring an intensity that was impossible to ignore. In the early 2000s, his performances turned heads, earning him multiple Pro Bowl selections and cementing his status as one of the best wide receivers in the league. By the time he left the 49ers, T.O. had already carved out a legacy that would be remembered for years to come. But for Owens, this was just the beginning. He wasn't content with just being good, he wanted to be great. And that hunger would take him to new heights, new teams, and new controversies. He was on a mission to prove he belonged among the greatest, and he wasn't going to let anyone or anything stand in his way. But what made him this exceptional? Terrell Owens was more than just another receiver on the field. He was a force of nature. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches and weighing around 224 pounds, Owens had the perfect blend of size and speed that made defensive coordinators lose sleep. He was a physical mismatch for almost any defender who lined up against him. He could outmuscle even the toughest cornerbacks, using his strength to break tackles and keep moving up the field. His speed was something else too. He had the acceleration to burst past defenders and turn short passes into long gains. His quickness off the line of scrimmage allowed him to create separation from defenders, making it easy for quarterbacks to find him downfield. And then there was his ability to run precise routes, which often left defenders trailing behind, scrambling to catch up.
Receivers out, especially left here. Pass going out to the right, caught by Terrell Owens. Owens breaks the tackle, and he's going to outrace the secondary, and will get in.
But what made Owens truly stand out was his versatility. He could catch passes across the middle, take big hits, and still hold on to the ball. And when he got the ball in his hands, he was a nightmare to bring down. Defensive backs who tried to tackle him often found themselves on the ground as Owens powered through them with sheer determination. He brought an intensity to the game that few could match. Every time he stepped onto the field, he played with a chip on his shoulder, a hunger to prove he was among the best. Whether it was leaping for a high pass in traffic, making a one-handed grab, or dragging defenders into the end zone, he made it clear he was there to dominate. His physical gifts were undeniable, and he used them to rewrite what was possible for a wide receiver in the NFL. And it wasn't just for show. The numbers didn't lie. Over 15 seasons in the NFL, Owens amassed 15,934 receiving yards, putting him third on the all-time list, only behind legends Jerry Rice and Larry Fitzgerald. His 153 receiving touchdowns also ranked third in NFL history, trailing just Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. He didn't just collect stats. He set the standard for what a dominant wide receiver should be. During his career, he had 9 seasons with over 1,000 receiving yards, showcasing his ability to consistently perform at an elite level year after year. In 3 of those seasons, he had over 100 receptions, proving that he was always a reliable target, no matter who was throwing the ball or what system he was playing in. And let's not forget his 20 games with at least 2 receiving touchdowns, a mark that shows how much of a game changer he was in crucial moments. His presence on the field demanded constant attention from defenses. He was the kind of player who could shift the momentum with a single play, a deep catch, or a leaping grab in the end zone. Comparing Owens to other legendary receivers, his stats place him among the very best to ever play the game. He didn't just make the Pro Bowl 6 times or become a 5-time first-team All-Pro by chance. He earned those honors by consistently outperforming his peers, especially when his team needed him the most. Interestingly, Terrell Owens thrived when the stakes were high and the lights were brightest. He was the kind of player who lived for those game-defining moments. One of the most iconic performances in his career came during Super Bowl 39. Playing for the Philadelphia Eagles against the New England Patriots, Owens was coming off a severe ankle injury that required surgery. Doctors didn't think he would be able to play, but Owens defied all odds and took the field anyway. In a gutsy performance, he caught 9 passes for 122 yards, making a massive impact in a game where every yard mattered. His efforts that day earned him the respect of fans and critics alike, proving his commitment to the game. And that wasn't the only time Owens showed up in a big way. In the 1998 NFC wildcard game against the Green Bay Packers, Owens had a tough game with several drops. Yet, when it mattered most, he made a leaping contested catch in the end zone with just seconds left, securing a 30-47 victory for the 49ers.
3-man rush, and Young stumbles on the way back and fires up the middle. Pass is caught by Owens.
That play, forever known as the Catch 2, sealed his reputation as a player who could deliver when the game was on the line. He was known for his ability to come through in critical situations, whether it was a clutch touchdown catch, a crucial third down conversion, or simply making a tough play when his team needed it most. Teams counted on him to deliver, and more often than not, he did. But there is no legend without any controversies. Terrell Owens was as famous for his drama off the field as he was for his play on it. He was never afraid to speak his mind, and that boldness sometimes put him at odds with coaches, teammates, and the media. His time in San Francisco was marked by clashes with head coach Steve Mariucci, and by the time Owens left the 49ers, it was clear he wasn't just leaving behind a team, but also a tense relationship. When he moved on to the Philadelphia Eagles, the drama followed him. Owens had a strong start with the Eagles, quickly becoming a fan favorite, but his relationship with quarterback Donovan McNabb soured after the Super Bowl loss. Owens openly criticized McNabb's performance and conditioning, creating a rift that couldn't be repaired. His public disputes with the Eagles' front office over his contract and his infamous driveway workout, where he conducted a press conference while exercising, only added fuel to the fire. The situation spiraled, and by 2005, Owens was suspended and eventually released from the team. His next stop with the Dallas Cowboys brought more headlines. Owens made a dramatic entrance to the team, even shedding tears while defending quarterback Tony Romo in a press conference with his now famous line, "That's my quarterback."
It's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback.
But things weren't always smooth in Dallas either. Owens was vocal about his frustrations, from the play calling to his role in the offense, leading to tensions with coaches and teammates. Despite all the controversies, Owens never stopped performing. Some saw him as a misunderstood star, someone who only wanted to win and demanded the best from those around him. Others saw him as a troublemaker, someone who couldn't keep his opinions to himself and often put himself above the team. Either way, Owens was always a topic of conversation, whether for his explosive plays on the field or his polarizing behavior off it. Through all the conflicts and controversies, though, Owens never backed down. Love him or hate him, he always kept things interesting, making sure the world knew he was one of the greatest to ever step onto the field. Anyway, with all the talent, drama, and unforgettable moments, where do you think Terrell Owens truly ranks among the NFL's greatest? Is he a misunderstood legend who changed the game? Or was his impact overshadowed by the chaos he created? Let us know your thoughts below as you leave a like for the video. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos like this one. Also, don't forget to watch this video on the top 5 worst teams in NFL history. You'll love it.